Was he middle class, also came from middle class background?
Yeah, with aspirations.
And how about
Then his family's more interested in social climbing than mine.
How about athletics? Was he involved in athletics as a kid?
He was his number 2 skeet shooting champion in the state of Florida, and he was a golfing person that if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have had golfing at his college. I remember someone, and he had to go his own way and do his own solitary sports and not participate in those school things.
I understood that he attended college on a tennis scholarship. Is that correct?
No,
It was
probably golf, yeah. Undoubtedly
golf scholarship.
Undoubtedly golf. He's
Very good
really
golfer.
Real good.
Did you want to listen?
That's what I was going to ask about high school when you ended up. It was golf that he was participating in.
Golf.
Any other sport?
Shooting.
And shooting and golf.
And all of his nature boy activities, I don't know if you call that sport. Running up and down, killing animals,
What about the
shooting fish.
Did he lift weights?
No.
He wasn't any
He wasn't
organized
muscularly developed at all. And this was from the woman who was his teacher in college. And this is how he originally came into going to a psychiatrist about murder. Okay, and he came to the psychiatrist, which is in the court records, by being referred by this woman whom I've talked to personally. She was his close friend and his creative writing teacher who got him started on this creative writing business. And he used to come by and just talk to her a lot. And he told her he wanted to kill a teacher, a specific teacher who taught there at the junior college. And she was aghast and said John could go for counseling. And subsequent to that, he did go for counseling. He never did kill the teacher. The teacher still teaches there now today.
School counselor or psychiatrist? Psychologist?
It was a school staff member at any rate. And what he had to say was sealed by the court.
Certainly. How old was he at that time?
He was about 19.
Okay. When he told the teacher about these fantasies.
About wanting to kill a specific teacher.
Female?
Okay, so he did talk to her about that. Number 2, another girlfriend who was his girlfriend and mistress at the time he was arrested for murder, and he'd continued to see her after he'd married his wife. I talked to her, interviewed her, and he also told her that he was seeing a psychiatrist because he wanted to kill women, and he told her not to tell anyone. We had a pretty good relationship, and then as it started to get to the end of our relationship, it started to degenerate because John was having a lot of problems and a lot of conflicts, and he didn't want to go out and have fun anymore. He wanted to go out and sit and talk about his miserable problems and have me help him. And I did this until I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Then I left.
What type of problems would he talk to you about?
Okay, his desire to kill. Okay. And so where we used to go out and have sex and stuff, instead we would just sit and talk miserably. And I want you to understand his demeanor. That's the important thing. He was sad, worried, upset, very much afraid. There was no bravado. There was no boasting or the swaggering sexual machoism that you see in his writings.
Right.
It was not like that. It was pitiful, real pitiful. He was being assailed by desires and obsessive types of thoughts that he was worried about, and he didn't know how he was going to be able to deal with it. And he would cry helplessly.